is a reminder that we do not learn from history. If we do not learn from history, we risk repeating it. Allow me to emphasize on this. UDA party, among the reasons it won in 2022 is because of how it was persecuted by Jubilee government. I'm surprised when I see UDA party repeating the same mistake of persecuting people who are then garnering major political sympathy, becoming most popular and popular and popular. It's as if we did not learn anything in the year 2022. An example, you have seen attacks in churches in Odaya. You have seen attacks in churches in Nairobi, Eastlands. We have seen people being pushed out, like Sifuna from ODM party. And immediately that happens, they become major political players. So it appears we did not learn anything in the year 2022, that we should not coerce people. So beyond politics, I hold the view that manufacturing, education, and health should be the central pillars of our national policies. Yes, I agree there has been efforts towards these sectors, but the focus and the scale are not yet sufficient to deliver the transformation Kenya requires. In education, for example, we should have moved decisively toward fully funding free day schooling, estimated at about 40 billion Kenya shilling annually, to guarantee access for every child and ease burden on families. This can be complemented with investment in teacher quality, technical and vocational training, and school infrastructure. In manufacturing, I have to thank the current government for making an effort to create what we call special economic zone and export processing zone, EPZA, and Murang'a is one of the beneficiaries. But there are so many linking, missing efforts, many gaps there. For instance, water, roads, infrastructure, power. So if governments would have put all efforts towards that, as opposed to the current speed and the level of investment, currently these EPZAs would be working now. On health, I think it is possible for us to have a program that targets the poor, where the government pays for them. That way, we have people who cannot be able to pay out of pocket. They are supported. His Excellency the President has always told us that the people are supreme, and thank you for that statement. And therefore, my responsibility is to adhere to what people have told me. And in light of that, and because I've tried my best to have these issues resolved internally, I have had a candid discussion with His Excellency the President, one-on-one, where we shared these ideas, but we did not reach what we call full convergence. I have no doubt to say that after careful reflection, I wish to state that come 2027, I will not defend my seat on the current party ticket. I will later, at a certain stage, communicate the platform which I will present myself to the electorate. However, until then, I will remain a disciplined and committed member of UDA party. I'll continue to serve diligently in my capacity and to cooperate with the national government in delivering development to our people. I will remain loyal to the President and also to the party through the remainder of this term. I do not intend to vie to become the President of Kenya. Neither do I want to become the Deputy President of this country. Therefore, my interest and his interest, they do not conflict, strictly speaking. Mine is only to defend my Murang'a seat. But I felt this is important for me to say, because I have seen for the last few days, the president has been in Murang'a. And every time when I go there, I'm being pressured to endorse programs, to endorse him. Even the pressure has come publicly, including my friend Ishikimani Shongo. They have even suggested that I'm not sick, which I felt is not fair, because truly it is true I have a problem. I felt that's too much. They have even reached to a certain stage that I thought, if I don't do this, people will start saying I'm a cunning politician. So I said, okay, fine. Let me talk the truth. My view on the party, my view on 2027. And today I've decided to set the record straight and to express myself that I've done my best. I've given my ideas, strategies, which the party thought otherwise. And I have to say the truth. Thank you. Yes? Yes?
Okay. My name is Kevin Chero from the UDA Nation. And recently, when the president visited Murang'a County, so that you about who sit in and address the problems. So maybe are you trying to say that whatever that you said in that forum was not true, but forced me to say something just to the president was visiting the area? Maybe the next one, people are expecting what next in terms of party. Should we anticipate you to join some of the parties which are recently formed, and maybe mention some they would unite opposition?
Whatever I said in Murang'a is the truth, and I can always repeat it. I never said anything that is untrue, unless you remind me of anything that I said which is untrue. But to the best of my knowledge, I never said anything that is false. Yeah, so be assured that nothing I said that was forced. The only problem I had is when I was there, the president himself, the people around him, they would nudge me to endorse his program himself, two-term, but I couldn't do it because I have said I have some problems with the way UDA party has been doing things in its politics. I have a problem with violence. Yeah, I know when you do violence, surely you can only lose. Yeah, okay. The party has been saying it is not the one that is responsible for political violence, but no one is being arrested. In fact, the effect of violence has been the opposite. It has only made those people in the opposition more stronger in where I come from, because they have been garnering sympathy. Exactly the same script that UDA had in the year 2022. So therefore, why would I have to say something that I feel was strategically problematic? Secondly, I have had discussion and have said it, where I have explained myself that I feel the way we are going strategically, the strategies, they are problematic, yeah, and no one listened to me. So therefore, things are happening. People I've seen politicians being beaten up in my region. I saw the Odaya ACK church attack. I've seen my friend Osotsi. He's my very good friend, Senator Osotsi. He was assaulted in Kisumu. Look at the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Every time he is assaulted, remember in Lemuru, I don't know, in Eastlands, he grows. Every time that happens, he grows. Surely, I can't understand what kind of a political strategy is that. Yeah, Even us, all those years I've been this work, I have so many political enemies, but I always ensure I don't do something that can create momentum for them. I cannot use violence. So I felt and I thought, because the party is I'm a member of the party, so I looked for the people who are concerned and I told them I think I have a problem with this political strategy. Nothing was done. But when they come to Murang'a, they want to push me to do that. I tell them no. When I don't do that, they go saying, hey, Kang'ata is not even sick, he's fainting. It is very unfair and very inhumane. Yeah, very inhumane. Yeah, and they start boxing me to go and say things which the people of my region have a problem with, and I think many other people. So I thought, okay, so that people know my stand. Let me just say this is the truth, this is what I know. I've done my best to tell them. That's it. The second question was, which political party? I'm yet to decide. But I also have a problem with the opposition. I think they need to clarify their platform. And that's why I put this platform here behind me. I strongly believe that for this country to grow, we need to focus on manufacturing. You know, Kenya, contribution of manufacturing in Kenya, wealth, what we call gross domestic product, is only 7%. It has been decreasing over the years. Without manufacturing, there's no country that can develop at all. And countries like China, currently Vietnam, India, they are growing at a very fast rate because of manufacturing. Think of the clothes we are wearing, the phone, the cameras. Somebody manufactured them. And that person most likely is in China, meaning jobs are being created in China. So, there has been opportunities for this country to become a manufacturing hub. One is China has now removed all tariffs from African countries, meaning we can export tariff-free to China, a country of 1.4 billion shilling, about 700 million middle class. Two, we have a young population that has no jobs. That then means strategically, if we were to make manufacturing a priority program, we would lure manufacturers from China, they establish businesses here, and then we create jobs for our people. Of course, I see this government putting a lot of focus on housing. Fine, is their view. Yeah, but I've said my view is manufacturing should be number one. Even the opposition, I feel they are yet to craft a manifesto, and for me, I would strongly believe manufacturing ought to be the number one priority focus for this country to move ahead. If we manufacture goods also, we would save on what we call exchange, foreign exchange, the dollars that we need to buy foreign things. And Ethiopia is currently growing at about 8%, 7% per annum gross domestic product, basically because it has turned itself into a strong manufacturing society. We Murang'a, by the way, we are pushing that agenda ahead. I also want to thank His Excellency the President for agreeing to establish export processing zone in Murang'a, but the speed is quite slow. And for us, that's our main focus. The other one is, of course, I have said there is education. I strongly believe we now have resources to grant Kenyans a free day school education. Why? About 2.7 million Kenyans are in day schools. On average, out-of-pocket expenditure is about 13 6,000 per annum. So you multiply 2.7 million Kenyans times 13,000 Kenya shilling. That's how much, Mr. Gushi? 2.7 million times 13,000 Kenya shillings is how much? Now compare that with housing, which currently has about 120 billion Kenya shillings, and the number of Kenyans who are going to benefit out of that. You see, for me it's about priority. Yes, it's coming how much? How much? 35 billion Kenya shillings only. Yeah, give me 35 billion Kenya shillings. You know, how much money we give NYS? I think it's about 20 billion, if I'm not wrong, or Kenya prisons. Yeah, you'd imagine Kenya prisons, which has about 40,000 inmates, gets almost an equal allocation to the amount needed to ensure 2.4 children go to school without paying anything in our day schools. Yes, another question? Yes. La hasha. Mimi sina mpango wa kuwa rais mwaka wa 2027. Pia sina haja na kiti cha naibu wa rais, kuonyesha mimi sina hiyo plan. Plan yangu inshallah, Mungu akisaidia, ni kurudi tu Murang'a kusukuma mbele gurudumu za wakazi wa Murang'a. Asante. Yes.
Thank you for there's been a perception of people saying that the president's popularity in Mount Kenya has been diminishing in the wake of his differences with his former deputy regarding the Sharaka. Could the perception or the reality that the president's perception and his party is dimming in terms of popularity in the mountain behind the reason, behind your reason to say that you will not defend your seat on that ticket, or we go with the results that you've given us? Have you seen that this party has no future in Mount Kenya, or you just differ on the end of this with?
Well, the truth is I do not know about tomorrow. I do not know whether the party can resurrect itself. I also believe that the president has been elected by many Kenyans, not just my region of Mount Kenya. So meaning he can get votes in so many other places, not just Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya is not Kenya, right? So, but on the other hand, you know him, he is the president who has a mandate beyond Mount Kenya. But me, I'm a governor in Murang'a, in Mount Kenya, for God's sake. So meaning, I have to always be in tandem with my employer. And my employer are the people of Murang'a. And therefore, I thought, okay, fine. I'm very unhappy when I get this impression that I'm feigning, I'm playing a game. So I decided, fine, let me now spill over my cards on the table and say the truth. The truth is there are problems in our region of UDA party. And those problems are being caused by strategic errors done by the party in my region. Strategic errors. Like now, surely, okay, fine, you ejected Rigathi from his seat for whatever reasons. let us park that. Why met violence on him? What value will you gain? Wamatangi, the governor of Kiambu. Okay, let me not talk about his works. I will not speak about whatever he's doing. But I can tell you, chances are Wamatangi is coming back. Why? Because of what was happened to him here in railways. He gained huge political sympathy. Go to Meru. We have Mwangaza. She was knocked off our seat. So the people from where I come from, they have this siege mentality. That is their regarding. Out. Violence. Him. Wamatangi. Attack. Who? Mwangaza. Kicked out. So when you look at that trail, I can't believe that this is the same party that saw what happened in the year 2022, where political sympathy based on mistreatment by Jubilee Party made us partially win the election. And then we are doing the same tactics. Surely. I can't believe it. You cannot do the same thing twice and expect different results. We are shooting ourselves on the foot. And I have said it. I have told those who care to listen that all factors remaining constant, all these people will be sent home by the people of at least where I come from. Let me not purport to speak on behalf of other people. Yes? Okay, Juge. Okay, ne goreto gitide ko ni adogurani na gero dite msimamo wako wa gisiasa. Ngoro yakwa ndirari njikio tondu ndendaga ni ndindike tu maundu ma Murang'a githurano gia kinya jo ngijikie njiri andu mani concede macoke matue matua mao no gusiasa ciroka ciukite ni irakinya handu mundu agaboco akiuge meciria make na rindi no president arokire Murang'a ndoniria andu makianjia kugera njira njega kwanja kujigira igenyo kwenda kuga nginya kurora gwako ni kwa maheni undu ucio ndwangenirie tondu is very unfair kwajia kwenda kujira thinya je kuga maundu ma mifango fulani yigi ya thirikari ino makimenyaga ni ndamerite kwi mathina matarathi wega thina woteti wa kiama kia UDA na wa region na maundu mamwe ni horo wigi kuhuthira violence thina woteti wa region ino na mageka maundu maria mara create kindu gitagwo siege mentality in our region na tirimwe na tiriake na tiria gatatu kwa muhuano violence ai mundu gwitwo Mheshimiwa Rigathi. Okay, ona toke assume ni akikatirwo na atikenda kurora gitumi kiu no surely why would you use violence aria uthare ekwoguo akabata maiki karite violence geko kario bagi ekwoguo akabatira tugikarite my governor mwenzangu gwitwa Matangi ageko violence akabatira yani gashira kare ya Jubilee yatugeririe tuta UDA noko thirikari ino irageria andu ikirikanaga ati gashira kau ni gatumire kiama kiu kigie hinya riu tha ici opponents a UDA maragerio gashira kau makabatira Meru Mwangaza Karigu kai andu matathomaga na history ati ino tiyo njira iria njega tondu nĩ njĩra ĩthiaga ĩgĩakanagia ĩkĩamaga ĩgĩthondekaga thu cia andũ acio angĩ. Ngageria kũmahe ideas ya kũmera ĩno tiyo njĩra, makaga kũigua. Rĩu moka Murang'a makanjia kũndindĩka njuge my stand. Okay, ndiendete tondũ niĩ ndĩreraga would want just to first concentrate maũndũ marĩa ndĩreka Murang'a, no rĩu rĩ magĩkinya handũ rĩu ndakiuga rĩu handũ mathi makĩnjambagia atĩ ndĩ mũndũ ũhithaga kandi, ndĩ mũndũ ũkoragwo ũconcealaga maũndũ, rĩu ndakiuga fine ndigũkiuga, na mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ ndakiuga atĩ ndiga defend na kĩama kĩa UDA nĩ ũndũ wa itũmi icio ndaheana. Also hena itũmi cia kĩndũ gĩtagwo policy, maũndũ marĩa niĩ ingĩenda makorwo nĩmo maraheo kipaumbele. Na ũhoro wa mbere nĩ kĩndũ gĩtagwo manufacturing, ũhoro wa gũthondeka iganda. Wa kerĩ nĩ gĩthomo, njũĩ mbeca iria ciendekanaga nĩgetha tũhe ciana citũ day school gĩthomo gĩa tũ is only 35 billion, ciana 2.7 million Kenya. Ciana icio 2.7 million Kenya na mbeca icio 35 billion, icio nĩ mbeca iria gwa kahinda gaka tũrahũthĩra kũhe andũ a njera, andũ ngiri 40. Ici nĩ mbeca iria thaa ici housing fact ikinyĩtie almost 100 and something billion. So in my view ngauga thirikari strategically ingĩambire kwamba concentrate na kĩndũ ta gĩkĩ kĩrĩa kĩrahutia andũ aingĩ aingĩ. No rĩu niĩ ndĩ governor wa county ka Murang'a, koguo rĩ ndaheana meciria makwa ma kũiguo bado no marenda gũka gũtũkuithia mũrigo ũcio wa decisions iria cirekwo ithuĩ tũtarĩ involved. Na ũrĩ tũgĩka atĩ ta ũkiugire moko ga njĩra ĩno nĩ arekaumĩrĩria andũ ikaumĩrĩria thĩna-inĩ. Thank you. Ndiugĩte, nĩ ndiuga ndiugĩte.